Hey guys, what's up? IrishEmerald here, and welcome to another Pokemon Ultra Sun Ultra Moon team building video for you guys today, where I am going to be building around Mega Latios. And unfortunately, as I said previously on Twitter, Discord, and the last team building video, this is another one of those videos that I accidentally deleted. So I am going to be going through this kind of post, what's called post build. Again, I apologize for that. I'm sorry. But hopefully you guys enjoy it nonetheless, and hopefully I can remember all my thoughts that were going into this. Because I'm not going to lie, folks. This is one of the team builders I was dreading having to re-record, because there was bits and pieces going on here when I was doing it live that I was trying to figure out, and I think you would have probably preferred it. You probably would have preferred seeing the thought process. But anyways, we're going to dive into it, and hopefully I can explain what my thoughts are. But I decided basically that I wanted to build around Mega Latios. Mega Latios is a Mega I haven't really got to use yet. Partially because every time I want to use it, I want to use it in draft format. But because it's so OP, it's never allowed in any draft format league that I'm in. So unfortunately, I never got a chance to use it. But I said, screw it, I'm doing it this time. I want to show you guys how to do it. Not show you guys how to do it. You guys are better than me. But I want to kind of showcase. I want to try it out for myself and have a bit of fun with it. So we're rocking out with Mega Latios. Standard Mega Latios set here. Max attack, max special attack, 4 in attack with Psychic, Earthquake, Ice Beam, and Roost. Basically, Wall Breaker. We have massive special attack with Mega Ball, base 160, and we're just basically coming in here and we're just attacking. We're just going to wall up things as hard as we can. Psychic and Ice Beam provide great coverage. Psychic for stab, but Ice Beam for that great coverage against like the Landorus, the Tangrowths, the Garchomps, the Zygardes, that kind of thing. Provides great coverage, great ability to be able to one-hit KO them. And Earthquake is is there so that we can bop Heatran and bop Magnezone when they kind of come in and trying to deal with us. And Roost is just there for recovery, so that we can live longer, we can put more pressure on our opponent, and all that kind of good stuff. So that's the Mega Latios set, very kind of standard in OU, but you know, it's good fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's good fun. But once I kind of punched this in, I figured, right, we're gonna have to start building around this. And one thing that was just screaming at me was Magearna, just use Magearna. And I decided, screw it, we're gonna use Magearna. And yeah, I went for setup cleaner. I went for a setup cleaner with Shift Gear, Fluorocannon, Thunderbolt, and Focus Blast with the Fernie and Z. Basically, set up Shift Gear late game so we can outspeed everybody. Bop some of my Z move and just go Thunderbolt, Focus Blast then for the rest of the coverage. Fluorocannon as well, so that we can bop something. It's as standard as it gets, guys. Magearna can kind of come in on any hit, live it. We force someone out because we are so powerful with nuking something, and we just click Shift Gear and we just proceed to clean up. So that was the kind of scheme here at Magearna. No steel move coverage, which was I was kind of touch and go on at the time building, but Fluorocannon, Thunderbolt, and Focus Blast do hit an awful lot on the an OU. Focus Blast for Magnezone, Heatran, that kind of thing, and Thunderbolt for the Celesteela that can kind of come in and wall us as well. It was needed more to deal with steel types that can kind of come in on my Fairy Stab, which was more important. That's what I'm trying to say. It was more important to have that coverage rather than having the steel fairy. Rather than having the steel stab move. That's what I'm getting at. And yeah, I got my steel. I had my steel fairy dragon core very, very early on, and I decided that we might try a couple of like bits and pieces that aren't often seen in OU, and I figured we'll do just that. So I was kind of looking around saying, alright, what would be kind of cool here, what would be kind of fun to use. And I'm not gonna lie, I was just looking around, because when you have Latios and Magearna, you kind of four slots that you can just put stuff in and have a bit of fun with. And I went with Conkeldurr. I figured I haven't used Conkeldurr at all, or not in a long time at the very least. So I went for a very standard Assault Vest Guts kind of set, where I can kind of come in on Skulls, fetch a Burn, fetch a Toxic, something like that. And proceed just to be, you know, an absolute menace, really. Mach Punch, Drain Punch, Fire Punch, and Knock Off. Mach Punch will allow me to outspeed those choice scaffers that can potentially outspeed my Latios. Drain Punch so we can live a bit longer. Fire Punch to be able to deal with the steel types that are knocking around in OU because there's so many of them, and then Knock Off because it's just a nice move to be able to hit on a middle ground kind of play. When you're going to force something out, you can go for the Knock Off, get rid of an item, that kind of thing. So very kind of standard Conkeldurr set here. I just thought it'd be a bit of fun, and it'd be something that can kind of fit nicely and provide a nice physical offensive threat to to this team that is very heavily reliant on special attacking offense early on. So we went with that, and I figured that would be kind of very, very nice. But at that point, I realized we have a fairy weakness here with Latios and Conkeldurr, and I have no steel stab on my gear net, and it kind of dawned on me that this needs to be fixed in a bad way, and it needs to be fixed fairly quickly. So I was kind of looking around, and I didn't want to add another steel type because Magnezone is a thing, and I didn't want that to be able to trap me and, you know, pick off a part of my team. I figured that was a bit of a weakness. So I kind of was looking around, and I went for Jelly Baby down in UU. So Tentacruel is back, and I figured this might be something, like, you know, this could be something that might provide a little bit of work. Went with Toxic Spikes, Rapid Spin, Scald, Acid Spray. Kind of put a bit in physical defense. This is kind of a more standard UU set, but I figured this could potentially do a bit of work for me. I don't want to be able to kind of deal with any massive fairy types that kind of come in and attack me. I have a massive amount of Spadef already, so I don't really need too much special defensive bulk. I just need max HP, and we put a bit of physical defense in there so that we can limit a few physical hits, like Side Shocks and whatever that a lot of fairy types can carry, and we provide a bit of work. I think I can't remember the reason why we have 60 in speed. There was a reason at the time, folks. There was a reason at the time. There was definitely. It's not hard. It's not in Ubers anyways, but there's definitely a reason. There's definitely a reason. Or maybe I changed up the EVs a bit. I can't remember now, folks. It's one of those moments where I definitely did something live that I just can't remember. But basically, no, I remember now. It allows me to outspeed Heatran. If I remember correctly, this allows me to outspeed Heatran. Let me just put up Heatran here. But I believe this allows me to outspeed Heatran. Let me just scale this down a little bit so you guys can see. If we're not like a max speed Heatran. Oh, it wasn't just Heatran though. There's a massive OU threat here that I have EV to outspeed. It's not Heatran. What is it? Or is it just modest Heatran that I was looking to outspeed? Is it modest Heatran that I was looking to outspeed? 129. No. But that is something you guys should potentially maybe look at changing up. What was it that I was looking to outspeed here? Was it Clefable? Hardly. What is bulky here that runs a touch of speed? What's bulky that I was looking to outspeed here? Was it Road and Wash? Was it Road and Wash? Now that I look at it, was it Road and Wash? Sorry now, guys. This is definitely. I've gone on a bit of a tangent here, but there was definitely something here that I was looking at trying to outspeed. Definitely. 113. If you're a 252, nope, that's not gonna. That doesn't matter. What was this? Was it Tapu Fini? Was it zero speed Tapu Fini? Was it? It might have been. It might have been. Was it zero speed Tapu Fini? Let me just go. Let me just go modest for the sake of it. What if you're 252? No. What? Was it T-Tar? Actually, now that I think about it, I think it was T-Tar. I think it was max speed T-Tar. If I remember correctly. Let me go Jolly. Let me go 252. I think it was outspeed T-Tar. Yeah, it's outspeed T-Tar, and maybe I think there was one other thing. I can't remember off the top of my head, folks. But there was definitely a speed tar I was looking at that I said no, it would be nice to be able to outspeed that. I just can't remember now. I apologize for that. But yeah, Toxic Spike, Flatness Spin, Scald, Acid Spray, Scald, you know, really good stab. Potentially it like for a bulking bomb, especially because we have a chance to burn. Acid Spray allows me to 1v1 every single fairy type out there, bar Magearna, because we get the -2 Spit F drop the whole time. We just keep wearing down our opponent and all that kind of good stuff. Other than Clefable, I don't think. I think Clefable would have been an issue, but I wasn't too worried about Clefable when I had Magearna knocking around. And then we just had the hazard support, so that was the reason behind Tentacruel, which is very, very nice. It was very, very nice. At this point, guys, I was kind of looking at the team, and I realized I had 2 Mons weak to ground, and as you guys know in OU, that means you have a massive Lando T weakness. So I immediately start looking, and Lando is not easy to deal with. Straight up, it's just not easy to deal with. It's not easy to build anything against it. But I figured we'd rock out with Tangrowth. I should have called you Marge. I'm sorry. I'm going to make that change now. I always call you Marge. But I went with the standard Tango set where we had a massive Spit F. We have massive investment in Spit F because our physical defense is so high. But it's basically, look, if Lando has Z Fly, it bops me. But it's the only Lando set that doesn't bop this Tango, and I figured it'd be nice to have. It'd be nice to have some. It'd be nice to have something that can, that can come in and be like deal with Lando 1v1 bar for one particular set. Now, even though Z Fly is very common, I was very comfortable with bringing Tango in because there was nothing else for me that checked Lando or 1v1 Lando other than Lando T that I was particularly keen on using. So I rocked out with this very standard Tango set to be able to kind of check that threat. And as well, it doesn't just deal with Lando, it deals with any other ground type like Diggersby, which we see on the screen. I'll get to that in a minute. But deals with every other ground type like Garchomp and all this kind of good stuff very, very nicely. So and Zygarde, that kind of thing. So I figured we'd go with Tangrowth because it's able to do all of that for me. It stops the Earthquake spam on my team, along with the Levitate on Eon. So we rocked out with it. Giga Drain, Knock Off, Hidden Power Ice, Earthquake, very standard set. Giga Drain for stab, Knock Off, just to get rid of items. This is a nice middle ground play. Hidden Power Ice for those, you know, mons that have that ground, that have that ground typing, the ground flying typing with Lando, the ground dragon typing with Garchomp and Zygarde, and Earthquake for Heatran. So very simple. Earthquake's there for Heatran. So that was the Tango set here. Look, not gonna lie, it filled the hole in the team, and I'm very, very happy with it. Now, last mon that we have here, Diggersby. I won't lie, very, very close to picking Rotom Heat here. Very, very close to picking Rotom Heat. I had no choice mon, so I was kind of looking at a Pokemon that I can say, alright, I'm gonna choice scarf this thing, or choice band this thing, or I can get a revenge killer here, or something. Like I can do something here with this thing. Like, you know, I was really excited with it. Like, you know, I should mention, like, of course, Tango has the regenerator ability, but I was kind of looking at this thing and I was like, yeah, you know, something we could do some stuff. And I should, oh, sorry, again, it could have cost me. I went with Clear Body here because of the Intimidate users like Lando and whatever locking around it. Even though it's not a big deal dealing with me, but I figured that it was nice to probably have the Clear Body there just in case. Even though Rain Dish could, even though Liquid Ooze at times is a very, very nice ability, but I just went Clear Body this time. But and of course Huge Power and Diggersby. But I was there kind of thinking, you know, Rotom Heat would be nice. It completes a Fire Water Grass Core. I don't get a ground weakness because Rotom Heat has Levitate. I have a Volt Switcher now, which will allow me to switch in Latios a lot more frequently. It kind of ticked a lot of boxes here, folks. But the problem is that a lot like the Rockneum is very, very popular in OU with Garchomp, with Lando, all that kind of good stuff. And I wasn't a fan of it. I was there, and I'm not gonna lie. If we were playing UU, I would have stepped on the team immediately. But the fact is, in OU, the Rockneem is very, very popular, and I wasn't a big fan of having to deal with it, especially against Lando, especially against Garchomp. And I just said, you know something, screw it. I'm not dealing with that. As nice as it was, I'm not dealing with it. So I kind of had another look around, and I realized we don't really have a fighting weakness here, which really kind of hinders Diggersby. Grass, we're not too bad with grass. We have a Tentacruel, we have a dragon type, we have a steel type, we have a grass type. We're not doing too bad with that. Conkeldurr has Fire Punch as well, so we were looking good. you know, I was water again. We have ones that can come in and deal against water types. I was kind of looking at it, I was like, do you know something? Diggersby looks good here. Looks really, really good. So I said, you know, I'm going to go with it. So I went Choice Band, because if you go to run Diggersby, you have to run Choice Band. You have to get that power off. I went with Return, Earthquake, Quick Attack, and U-Turn. Return and Earthquake are the two stab moves that Diggersby is known and loved for, and it just hits so hard. So I had to go for it. Quick Attack for that stab, because you have the likes of Tapu Koko, you have the likes of Ash Greninja, which are big threats. And even though I have Conkeldurr that can smack Ash Greninja really hard with the Mach Punch, Koko's still a bit scary, and having 2 forms priority, especially when I don't have that kind of elite speed that those monsters possess, I figured it was very nice to have. And then I went U-Turn because I wanted a mon that could pivot for me. Essentially, if I bring Diggersby in and on a Heatran, let's say, I'm going to scare the Heatran out all day, every day. So if I could pivot out, bring in a mon that can kind of give me massive offensive momentum like Magearna, Latios, or Conkeldurr, I figured that would be a really nice touch for us. I won't lie though, Fire Punch would be a nice choice here, potentially. So if you guys are a little bit unsure about U-Turn, give Fire Punch a go. Because Fire Punch was definitely a move I was considering. I was going back and forth on it, but I went with U-Turn instead because I wanted to switch initiative just in case. Because it just gave me a lot of momentum, especially with the offense I have. I figured this would be really nice. But yeah, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the team building video. Again, I want to apologize. You're going to hear me apologizing for the next few videos on this series. I apologize for the post team builder. Again, let me know in the comment section if you prefer the post or the live, if you haven't done so already. And also let me know your thoughts on the team, if you enjoyed the video, all that kind of good stuff. If you did enjoy today's video, also make sure to click that like button down below for me. It really does help out my channel. And last but not least, if you want to see more Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon team building videos for you guys today. Thank you very much, Showdown, for almost ruining my outro. Make sure to smash that subscribe button down below for me and click that bell icon. I think that is the best time I can say I'm going to get on out of here. As always, Showdown, you're freaking out too much for me, buddy. You're freaking out too much for me. But yeah, on that note, I'm going to bond out of here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.